Hey friends, this is Wendy with Love and Stampin'. I'm excited that you're here with me today. Today I'm going to feature this cool add-on set called Creative Corners from My Sweet Petunia. This is something that goes in your MISTI. We're not going to use this little L ruler here today, but it goes inside to help you make nice straight lines for your sentiments or for like border stamps, stuff like that. And then we are going to use the creative corners today, and then these little spacers as well that have magnets in them. So this just slips in the corner and then it's magnetized, and it gives you a place to push your cardstock up against for different uses. And I'm going to show you that today. We are going to use some Newton's Nook pattern paper. And we're also using Mama Elephant stamp sets. I'm really kind of obsessed with their stamp sets. They're so cute. So we're going with this little farm theme today. I need to make some cute thank you cards. And the pattern paper, I'm going to be honest, I did not link to it because I can't figure out where I bought it. I'm sure it's in one of my haul videos, but I looked at scrapbook.com. I looked at Spellbinders. I could not find it. So, I didn't link to this, but I'm sure you could find it if you go searching. Anyway, so I'm pulling out the pattern paper pieces that I want to use for my cards today. I'm making 7 thank you cards. And these cards are for some really special people that helped my daughter during the fair with her pigs. And we will have a very brief story time about that today. And I'll share that kind of info with you if you're new around here and you're like, I don't know anything about the pigs. I'll tell you about it. So I pulled some pieces out, and then we have to cut them down to 4 inches wide. The cardstock that I'm going to layer everything on is 4 by 5 1/4. So what we did is we put this pattern paper up against the little spacer piece, and then I took one of the creative corners and I'm using my pencil to draw a line across the pattern paper. Now this is directional, so for this paper I wanted to make sure it was the right direction, but for the cow print paper I could use both sides because it's non-directional. Once we got all of our lines drawn across, I was able to go ahead and cut all of them with my paper trimmer. And then we just are going to glue each one of them down to a 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of cardstock. I'm using my precision glue press from My Sweet Petunia to glue all of these in place. And I have to tell you, I had not touched this glue press in well over a week, and it was not clogged. If you get it lined up just right on its little silicone bubble, you will not have clogged glue. It's amazing. So anyway, after I glue all of these down, then we're going to use the second trick that I'm going to show you today with the creative corners. So first we were able to get all of these pieces the same size. This is great for mass production. And then we are able to stamp all the sentiments super easy without repositioning anything. All we had to do is position it one time. I'm actually going to use a sentiment from, I think it's called Grateful Greetings. This is a stamp set from Honeybee, and I'm going to line my sentiment up, and it just says thankful. And then I'm pushing it up against my creative corner. I'm closing the lid on my MISTI and picking that stamp back up. And now it's in the correct spot to stamp every single one of these pieces of cardstock exactly the same. I don't have to reposition. I don't have to think about it again. And I just think this is the coolest thing. So I stamped every single one of these, and then I was able to move on to the next step, which was stamping and coloring all the little images that were going to go on these cards. I kept these cards really simple because I was making I think I made 7 of them total, and I didn't want to have it be too time consuming, but I wanted it to be really cute, and I really love how these turned out. So I stamped different piggies here, and I stamped this little wagon 7 different times to color it 7 times, and then I used a different pig for every card. So let me talk about, let's have a little bit of story time while I color and stamp. So my daughter sold her pigs this last weekend in the local fair, And for those of you who are not familiar, we do live in the country. My daughter does raise farm animals for FFA, which is Future Farmers of America. They are sold to market. Now, I know some of you might have some opinions or feelings about consuming meat or selling animals for harvesting and things like that. I'm just going to share with you that you can feel however you want to feel. My family eats meat, and we also believe that knowing the source of your food is really important. And these animals that are raised by these kids for market are 100% better taken care of than anything else you're buying in the grocery store. So if you eat meat from the grocery store, no problem. However, if you eat meat from the grocery store, I will say that I really do have a hard time with any criticism from anyone regarding, the selling of animals for consumption, because our pigs were raised in the most humane, kind, loving way possible, and they had a really good life until they were sent to harvest. So anyway, I just wanted to put that little disclaimer out there. So they were sold. She did well. And then we had several friends who gave her a little bit of money on they call it add-ons. So one of her hogs sold for a little bit less than market, or not less than market, less than the rest of the hogs were going for. So what happens is then people make donations to the kids who have a little bit less in sales, so that it brings them up to the same kind of level as everybody else. So we have thank you cards to send to those people, thank you cards to send to her buyers. Even though we gave them a thank you gift, we still like to follow up with another thank you card in the mail. So there'll be a handful of people, like I said, we've got 7 here, that are going to get a special card from us, just thanking them for their kindness. And so that's what these cards were made for. And aren't they cute? So I'm going to glue the little pigs into the wagons, and then I'm going to put the pigs on foam tape or dimensionals so that they're popped up on the edge here, and then that will be the whole card. And then I'm going to, well, that's not true. I actually did go ahead and layer them on top of solid cardstock before I put them on the card base. So I put black cardstock layer 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 under the ones that have like the little images, like the pig and the rooster and the cow, and then the other one with all the pigs, I put black. And then the ones that are black and white cow print, I put red cardstock under to match the wagon. So each of these pigs is just a little bit different, but I colored them all the same. I used R85, R83, and R81 to color the pigs. And I have to say, I'm pretty sure this will be my go-to pig color from now on. I absolutely love it. I think it's super cute. I didn't worry about a light source. I just kind of tried to color the edges darker and the center lighter, and I kept it simple. Okay, back to story time. So yeah, fair was good. It was long. Everyone was tired. We kind of hit a wall on Monday after the fair yesterday. At the time I'm recording this video, it was yesterday. And we all needed a nap. And I slept for 3 hours in the middle of the day. And I cannot tell you the last time I did that. It's been years. So, I did have a hard time going to bed that night, I will admit. It was probably 1:30 in the morning before I was able to fall asleep. But I needed the sleep. I was just tanked. I went to Costco or before my nap, and I couldn't take anymore. I had hit a wall. And then this week, I am providing meals every day for the horse camp that is down the road from us, where my daughter boards her horse. So I've been busy the last 2 days doing that. It's really fun because I make up cute lunches and I bring it in for the kids, and they all get very excited to see what it is I'm bringing that day. And I just think it's so cute. So I've been doing that this week and just trying to get back on track. Our travel trailer is disgusting. We took it to the fair with us, and it's probably got more shavings in it than any of the pig pens had in them. So that needs to get cleaned this week too. All right, here are all 3 of the cards, and I just absolutely love them. I think they turned out so cute, and they're just very simple, and I will be sending these to our friends and folks that helped my daughter out over the fair. If you want to see any of the videos from me, other videos, click either video you see here, click the circle with my face in it, and as always, the links are below the video if you want to shop any of the supplies. Have a good one. Bye-bye.